What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the best Titleist golf irons of 2021. So Titleist have generally been known as someone who caters for the best players in the game, and while that's still certainly the case today, they also now make irons for beginners, high handicappers and all levels of the game. So in this video we're going to look at the best options for each category of player, the overviews of the irons along with their key selling points, what we like and dislike, along with some scores out of 10, a regular retail price and an overall score out of 10 as well. And we're also going to offer some alternative irons for each player category that can compete with these Titleist irons. Thanks for watching the video as always, and if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So starting off with complete beginners to the game, high handicappers and those looking for the maximum consistency and distance is the Titleist T400 Super Game Improvement Iron. And this is an awesome Super Game Improvement Iron from Titleist with a massive chunky head that's going to inspire confidence at address, and it's the most forgiving club that Titleist have ever made. It's a progressive set, so you've got larger and longer club heads in the longer irons with shorter and smaller club heads in the shorter irons, and that's going to make the longer irons longer and more forgiving, and it's going to make the shorter irons more workable and controllable. We've got the split sole, which helps with the game improvement, and it makes the club look a little less chunky at address, and the split sole improves the turf interaction along with the forgiveness, and it gives it a nice high consistent launch. We've got strong lofts, and these are amazingly long clubs, so these are going to be among the longest clubs on the market in 2021. And you've also got an L-shape insert, which is going to help the ball get in the air when you strike it low on the club head, and it's also going to increase the ball speed and club stability. They're cavity back irons, and they are a premium quality set, so it's going to be expensive for those just getting into the game, but it's going to be great for someone who's played golf for a while and just realizes that they're really struggling with their irons, and they can be a little bit hard to stop dead on the green because the lofts are so strong. But the good thing is that you can couple your iron set, so you can have T400s in your long irons and then have a more workable T300 or T200 for your shorter irons. So these are perfect for high handicappers looking for incredible distance and forgiveness, but also the progressive set makes them a little more workable when you get around the greens. So you can see our scores out of 10, forgiveness 9.8, accuracy 9.5, distance 9.7, feel and control is going to let this club set down a little bit at 8.6, and the value at 8.8 is not the best either, but giving an overall score of 9.4 out of 10 because they really are an excellent set of clubs, and a regular retail price of around $1,400 on the T400s. Moving on to the T300s, and these are the best for high to mid handicappers. They got a facelift in 2021, so there's a 2020 and a 2021 version of the T300s, and they're a progressive player's game improvement iron offering distance, forgiveness and workability. And with all irons in the Titleist range, they're also going to try and give you a tight dispersion range, so that means consistency no matter where you're hitting it off the face. These have got a premium chrome finish, which just adds to the overall smoothness of the club, and it just lets you know that this is a premium set. You've got the variable face thickness, which is going to give you more flexibility and forgiveness no matter where you hit the ball on the face. The clubs are slightly offset just to promote a straight ball flight, and you've got an enhanced polymer core sitting behind the club face in front of the deep cavity back, which is just going to increase the stability and the distance and feel of the club. You've got up to 40% more tungsten weighting, so it's D18 tungsten weighting, and it's focused in the heel and the toe, but it runs fully along the sole of the club. And the Max Impact 2.0 technology is just the engine of the club, including the fast face, the polymer core sitting behind the club face, and it's also a progressive set, so it's going to give you that more distance and forgiveness in the long irons, and higher spin rates and control in the short irons. And again, you can mix and match, so you can use the T300s for your long irons, and you can use a T200 in your shorter irons if you want that more workability and you're on the mid to low handicap side. So these aren't going to be as workable around the greens as more player friendly irons, and they're an awesome iron for those looking for distance, high launch and a tight dispersion rate in the high to mid handicap range. But even if you're a low handicapper, you're going to be able to play these clubs very well. So moving on to the best option for mid to low handicappers, and that's the Titleist T200s, which look absolutely incredible following their facelift in 2021. And they are a forged player's distance iron, offering accuracy, precision and control for the better players who also want distance from their irons. And these are very popular on tour as well, with golfers like Jordan Spieth and Adam Scott wielding these clubs quite frequently. So the 2021 version has a smaller, thinner head with a thinner top line and a thinner sole to give it more of a tour feel and higher spin rates, more workability. It's got a hollow body and it uses the Max Impact 2.0 system to generate distance. So that's the polymer energy core and the L-faced insert at the bottom, which is going to give more distance and higher ball speeds when you strike the ball low on the face. You've got increased tungsten, and they're also progressive, getting more workable as you get to the shorter irons. And the hollow body is less weighty, and that means we can use more tungsten, and that tungsten is focused along the sole of the club and pronounced in the heel and the toe, and that's going to give a more precise center of gravity placement and a higher MOI than the 2020 version. And these irons are perfect for golfers who want a tour feel but also want to maximize their distance on the course. Forgiveness 9.2, which might be a little generous. Accuracy 9.6, distance 9.2. These are quite long for these kind of players forged irons. Feel and control 9.4 and value 9.2 for an overall score of 9.3, and these ones are going to come in as well at $1,400. So moving on to the best option for low handicappers and tour players, and that's the Titleist T100 irons. And these are the player's iron, the flagship model from Titleist with high spin rates, and they're only suitable for the best players on the PGA Tour, and they're also the most popular irons on the PGA Tour. So they're designed with precision, feel and a tight dispersion rate in mind. So you can imagine the best golfers in the world hitting these irons, pin hunting and trying to get as close as they can using spin rates and the workability of the irons. They're a dual cavity model with a thin top line, and they also have minimal offset, so you really need to swing the club consistently to work these irons. They've got a variable bounce design, which allows them to interact with the turf better, increase those spin rates, and give these clubs the best ever feel from a Titleist iron, which many of the pros, including Jordan Spieth, will attest to. We've got denser tungsten weighting, which is also used for that optimal center of gravity placement and improved MOI. And these are high spinning irons, which give more stopping power on the green and control over where these pro players want to put the ball on the green. And again, you can mix and match, so you can use the T200 or even the T300 in your longer irons, and then move to the T100s in your shorter irons as you want more control and feel around the green. Or if you're not struggling for any distance and you hit your irons pure and perfect, these can be a great full set. And it also comes in the 100S version, which is almost identical, but it comes with stronger lofts. So if you want a lower, flatter and further flight path, you go with the 100S model. So forgiveness 8.6, accuracy 9.7, obviously if you can wield the club effectively. Distance 9.0, feel and control for the best players 9.6 out of 10, and value 9.4 out of 10. For an overall score of 9.4 and a regular retail price of $1,400. So once again, thanks for watching our video today, and if you like this content, you got some value from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.